lined up the other night for after I got off work, but I had a lot of shit come up, so it didn't end up being a sit down, warm, fuzzy chat like we used to have when we first got here. But 3 years later, Trey Sanyos for you verbally impaired folks. Oh, goodness. Out here in the woods. So, yeah, we got some blown off tree action. We are 3 years in. And, some of this is really cleared up back here. 3 years out here in the woods as woods peoples. And it's interesting because you look back at it and you got so much to do that you look at it and you say, well, shit, am I really better off than I was in a comfy house with AC and heat and electricity and all that good stuff? You gotta ask yourself that sometimes. It's okay to be realistic out on the trail, out on the Hempstead Trail, and you're walking around in the woods. White thing right there is my hoop house. Hoop house, looking for a coop house and a poop house. But, yeah, definitely. I mean, shit is... I think what happens out here, especially how the world's changed in the last 3 years, if you weren't part of that change, if you didn't see that shit, if you didn't have to live that mask and double jabberwocky, hokey pokey, if you were able to avoid all of that and just, I mean, if you're out in these parts, I mean, unless you went to the city, you know, any city, anywhere, you would be, you know, subject to that. But other than that, if you're just out here in the boonies for all the last 3 years, you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know anything was any different, really. I mean, prices have went up on shit. That's the only, you know, obvious on stuff in 3 years since I've been here. Prices have went way up, and shit's a lot more expensive. Try finding a piece of land, a good piece of land, all the good pieces of land. I'm going to say this. It's going to be, go out there on the ledge and somebody's going to say, no, you're wrong. All the good pieces of land are gone. Pretty much everybody probably owns every good piece of land. All you're getting is sloppy seconds and dirty 30s, you know. You're not getting prime pick because everybody who saw all this stuff coming as it was happening before it happened, they moved and did something else. They made some moves and got the hell out of Dodge. So they got, you know, pick of the litter. And I got a pretty damn good spot right before all these pieces were gone out near me. It worked good for me because I dug in 3 years over here, and it's basically my neighborhood, so getting a piece of land in my neighborhood was double plus. Might has not been as easy somewhere else. Something familiar, something that feels like home always makes stuff a lot easier. So 3 years, man, 3 years and a lot of beers. No beers this year. Taking it on to the new practical tactical, but out here just doing yard work every day. If everybody gets tired of the videos because every day is yard work, imagine being me. I'm one that's got to be here doing the damn yard work every day. Every day that I have is through. It's, you know, what up, Mike? every day that's not 9 to 5, or you got to get out here and you got to get some of this, because it's not gonna get done by itself. And I don't got much, but I try to make it look nice around here. And I try to make it look halfway decent. If I had a blower, I'd be getting much more done. Weed eater and a blower, oh man, I'd have this place looking amazing. But just slowly and slowly chip away at it, clear the leaves, clear out the shitty trees. I mean, I cut down so many tiny trees and saplings and stuff. I'm gonna need somebody to come through here with one of them little bobcats with that little mulcher deal on the front and just run over this. Either that, or when they clear this land for the house, when they clear the land for this house, see if they can come down here and do that also. But see if they'll come down here and just knock out a little bit of extra. But I gotta get somebody to run a mini excavator or an excavator of some sort and dig me a little trench I need. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I got a couple people in mind. Just go with who's the cheapest and get it done. But this is Arkansas. This is Arkansas, man. Arkansas. So 3 years of this absolute awesomeness. I mean, there's been some hard times, but I don't know. I did most of the work. Before I even got here, searching up jobs and then searching up, cost of living, et cetera, et cetera. You gotta do all that work. But 3 years, you'll turn around and be like, damn, 3 years went by. This is crazy. So that's where I'm at right now. Just out here taking out little saplings and stuff. I got me a dog pen built. Still have not went and got the fencing. So I gotta get that fencing, wrap it, and then he's good to go. And a gate. He's good to go. He'll be rocking and rolling. And get a couple more pups. But yeah, the wind is picking up. We've had a lot of rain. Temperature's been up and down. It's been beautiful one day and shitty the next. And today's supposed to be, temperature-wise, is really nice out right now. But this wind is some bullshit. It helps with burning stuff in the yard. We got down the hill, looking down the hill. House going up here. But I only imagine if I do this video 3 years from now, so I'm here 3 years right now, I do it 3 years from now, where and how much will I have done? You just try to get what you can done, though. You got to build it by hand. There's a wait list on home builders out here, like a year to 2 years to get a house up. So that is unsatisfactory. That is not a realistic timeline that I'm willing to live out in my little tiny home. So, I mean, if worse comes to worse and I have to, I mean, of course, I'll make it happen. But that is not ideal. So 3 years, lots of sunny days out on the lake, lots of fishing. I haven't done no fishing since I left the resort, so that's something I'm looking forward to in the next month or two, is getting out there and fishing my ass off again. And fishing, bring food home. I'm excited about this. I know this is lame, but it's a rose bush I was telling a story about. Anyways, the weather is so awesome right now. I got some onions going and that are going crazy, blowing up with this kind of weather. And then these rose bushes, I mean, you bust it down to a nub for the winter, but this thing is just looking nice and fantastic. It's a little first early bloomer on the property. So I got some onions, And then that rose bush, that's the early bloomer, the only thing growing on the property. Looks like some of the trees are starting to get some buds, but I think they know that it's still too cold. So, yeah. But here we are, we're out in the sun, sun's out, fun's out. So, people look at me when they drive by. You see some crazy white boy in the woods, half Mexican, talking to his phone. He must be crazy. But I'd like to get this sucker going too. I just let this thing get used and abused out here in the weather because I have no cover. I don't like to use a tarp. I put tarps over it and they just end up they're a big pain in the ass and they just don't do what you need them to do. I need a boat cover for this sucker. I'm gonna have them put in some snaps to get a custom cover for this thing. Damn, I got water in the back. I gotta get cleaned out. I get a new battery. Buying a new motor this year too. Nothing wrong with this motor, other than it's older. I want to put something brand new on there, reliable, and maybe just put get this one restored, cleaned up, and just put it in storage and stuff, and use it as a backup or something, or maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. People say that's stupid because this is a 68, I believe, 1968, 9.5 horse. But yeah, I got to get out here and get this boat together. I might head out with this motor. See how close I get to the finish line here. But 3 years, I thought I'd continue kind of on that. Hope everyone out there is doing good, enjoying this Sunday. I'm gonna go cook some food right now, barbecue if this wind will let it happen. But shout out to everybody out there. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Yeah,